Hi, you guys. Today we're going to learn about the story of creation. The story of creation is the very first story you can find in your Bible. If you open your Bible and you go to the very beginning, to Genesis chapter 1, you will find the story that I'm going to tell today. And as we start, I first want you to think about the best gift you've ever been given. What is your most favorite gift you've ever been given? If you're watching this with someone, you can turn to them. You can pause for a minute and turn to them and tell them what the best gift you've ever been given is. And you could ask them what the best gift they've ever been given is. Think about what it is. I'm sure you've been given a lot of gifts in your life. Sometimes the biggest presents are so big, we don't even see them. Sometimes they're so big, we don't even notice that they're there. God has given us the biggest gifts. And in order to see them, we have to go back to the very, very beginning. Now, in the beginning, there wasn't very much. In the beginning, really, there was nothing. But God was there. And God spoke into the nothingness. And God said, "Let there be light." On the very first day, God spoke light into being. I don't mean just the light in a light bulb or the light in a flashlight or even the light in the sun. This is all of the light that all other light comes from. God separated the light and the darkness. And at the end of the first day, God saw the light and he said, "It is good." Now on the second day, God created water. He gave us the gift of water. Not just water in your bathtub, not just the water that you use to fill up your water bottle. I don't even mean just the water in the oceans and the lakes and the rivers. God made all the water that is water, all the water that all other water comes from. And God separated the waters above and the water below. And he called this separation sky. And when God saw the waters, he said, "It is good." On the third day, God gave us the gift of land. He separated the waters and the land and the gift of green and growing things. Think about it. Flowers, fruit trees, vegetables, all trees to climb and build tree forts in. God separated the land and the waters. He gave us the gift of the land and all the green growing things. And when God looked at the land and the green growing things, he said, "It is good." On the fourth day, God gave us the gift of day and night. He gave us a way to keep track of time, a way to keep track of our days. He gave us the great light of the day, the sun, and the great lights of the night, the moon and the stars. And God looked at the light of the day, the light of the night, the separateness of the day and the night, and God said, "It is good." That's upside down. On the fifth day, God gave us the gift of all of the flying creatures. and all of the swimming creatures. Now think about all of the flying creatures. You might just think of birds at first, but there's butterflies, there's ladybugs, there's bats. There's so many flying creatures and swimming creatures. Gosh, we could think of just so many. My favorite animal is a swimming creature. It's a dolphin. God gave us the gift of all the creatures of the water and all the creatures of the air. And when God looked and he saw the creatures in the water and the flying creatures, he said, "It is good." On the sixth day, God gave us the gift of all the creatures that walk on the land. I bet you could name at least 10 really fast. So many creatures that walk on the land. And then God said, let us make man, let us make people in our image and in our likeness. And God created the first man and the first woman. And when God saw and looked at what he had created, the creatures that walk along the earth and humans, God looked and God said, "It is very good." On the seventh day, look at that, nothing on the card. On the seventh day, God rested. There's nothing on this card because you know what? We all rest in different ways. Maybe you think there should be a bed on this card. That's not how everybody rests. So on the seventh day, God gave us the gift of rest. And this card is blank because you might go, everyone goes to different places to rest and rest in different ways. Maybe you go to the forest or the beach or a cozy corner in your house. We usually, as Christians, we mark this day by going to church, going to our worship gathering. Different people remember the day of rest in different ways. These are some really big gifts. So big, maybe you've never even noticed them. I wonder, which one of these is your favorite? I wonder which one of these is the most important. I wonder if you could take any of these days out and still have everything that we need. I hope you guys have a really great week, and that as you go through your week, you notice the gifts that God's given us, and that you can continue to wonder about all the things that God created. Bye, you guys.